Morning, morning, morning. Yes, we're back with another episode, another rider. Today we've got an interesting pair of riders, a lovely couple. They're going out to dinner. And Guy run his own ice cream van, and he's going to tell us about the ins and outs of what it takes to run an ice cream van. So nice to have you here today.
Nice to meet you.
So
nice
tell
to
us,
meet you.
why an ice cream van, and how long have you been doing it for?
Family business. So my dad, my brother-in-law, it's been passed on for years. Dad's been doing it for 10, 15 years now. Brother got in it early. Brother-in-law's been doing it for a long time. So it was only right. And you look at your parents as like influence and sort of like they give you a reason why to do it. And it's a good life, you know what I mean? So you enjoy it. Been doing it for my first year actually. So this summer that went was my first summer, but past years I've been going with my dad, my brother, you know, just like following them around when you got nothing to do, just to get insight of it. But yeah, first year was done this year. Hard, tough, but it weren't too bad to be honest.
I suppose the business fluctuates throughout the seasons.
I mean, it's really, you got, the max you can probably squeeze out of it is 8 months.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, probably. You can't, you know, the cold months when it's like November, December, January, no one wants to see you at that stage. They're tired of you. So yeah, it's just really, the max you can squeeze out is 8 months. Other than that, you're done. Like you get the odd parties, birthdays, events in the winter, but other than that, you don't really get much.
Okay. So, what do you do in those other 4 months?
Nothing. For me, I'm still a bit young, so I'm studying at the moment. So I'm studying to do something in the winter, so you don't just sit around doing nothing in winter, you know what I mean? So I just work. Right now we're just literally nothing.
So what are you studying?
Electrician.
Okay, that's good.
Mainly because of the father.
You can keep the ice cream van working.
Yeah, no, of course, no, that's the plan. No, I'm not gonna get rid of it because you work hard, you know what I mean? You build up a bit of land, and you build customer base. So
tell us, walk us through that. How do you find land, build up a customer base?
So I was quite fortunate in my dad. So my dad's been working for years, so he knows a bit of like, he knows quite a few areas. So I listened to my dad. He told me to go to a certain location, and I just started working from then. Like from that point on, you expand, you go around, because you have to fill a whole day. You know, I'm out from like 10 till 9 sometimes. You know what I mean? 10 till, yeah. Like there's people that want like ice cream after dinner as a sort of dessert. You know what I mean?
So they'll be going for a walk along the Thames.
Yeah, walk along Thames or houses even. You know, they just have dinner. They're like, can you come round a bit later? Like, and you go around later after dinner.
Yes, I forgot about the ice cream van and the noise.
Yeah. So you go around.
Everybody comes running out.
Yeah. So that's how it is. And then because of my dad, I was quite fortunate, innit? So if you're new to the whole business and stuff, it is quite difficult at the beginning because you don't know where to go. You don't know where the money is. You don't know who's coming out. You don't know what street has kids on it. You know what I mean? Like the street could be full of elderly people that don't want it as much as the kids. So yeah.
So your main revenue is going down residential streets where like family streets where kids.
Yeah, because that's the majority of it.
Okay, so it's not like going to like Greenwich Park or setting up somewhere like there.
No, because most of them, those are what we call pitches. So the most of these like good pitches, like where you're set up somewhere, are taken. You know what I mean?
When you say they're taken, in
As
what
in?
sense? Is it local authority say you can't go there?
Yeah. Greenwich, there's signs everywhere saying you can't park here. Ice cream, like particular, it says a sign you can't. Ice cream vans are not allowed and stuff.
Really?
There's only one ice cream van that's allowed in Greenwich. He's at the top. He's a good mate of mine, and yeah, he's at the top. He's had it for years now. His dad's passed it on to him. Like you pay for that every year. You know what I mean?
Premium rate.
Yeah, you
I
pay.
suppose so. They don't want you to be in competition with the CAF or whatever.
Yeah.
Greenwich Park.
Yeah, because there's a lot of foot traffic in Greenwich. Those businesses that pay for it, obviously they want to see the majority of the foot traffic. So you can't just be a normal ice cream van and go there and park up. It's not like that. It's more regulated nowadays. So
Do you think that's a good thing?
yeah, 100%. I mean, because anyone would go there willy-nilly. You know what I mean? Like they'll do their own thing and go there. So I think, yeah, in that terms, it's a good thing because it keeps the people that are actually trying, like, in business, you know what I mean? Like, actually paying for it in business.
So that brings us down to the ice cream wars.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
So I'll start with my dad and my brother, for example. Brother's been doing it for about 8 years now, 9 years, and there's a few that have come and gone, like few ice cream vans that will come and go, but obviously you can't do that because it's my brother's patch of land, he's paid for it and whatnot, it's his. So when someone else comes around, it's offensive, you know, it's like, it's bad, you know what I mean? You're taking away a man's business for it's like a drug dealer. Drug dealer's got an area, it's like another drug dealer comes to the area, you have problems with him, you know what I mean?
So how does the situation get addressed?
That varies, you know what I mean? Some people are like more stubborn, so you speak to them, you try to speak to them nicely, they're not listening, then you never know like where it could go. Luckily, I mean, my first year I haven't had much trouble other than one guy, and him, you speak to him, he weren't listening at first, you get a bit more aggressive, and then he leaves in the end, you know what I mean? But there are times where it gets physical, you know what I mean? But
so to be an ice cream man, you must be a good.
Yeah.
How to handle yourself.
Yeah, 100%. It's not as like.
Look at the missus is just smiling.
Yeah, because the missus has seen it. Like, you get into disputes with people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's come with me a few times. You get into disputes with people. Like, when it's your patch of land, you know what I mean? No one could really talk to you when you paid for that spot. No one could really say anything. You know what I mean?
So you pay the council for the spot.
Yeah.
And the council recognise you're going to be doing these many streets in this area.
Yeah.
And someone else notices that you're going down there and decides they're not paying the council, but they're going to go there anyway.
Yeah, you could also go like the safe route, as in call the council, tell them someone else it, but at the end of the day, that doesn't get resolved as quickly as you like, you know what I mean? The guy, at the end of the day, you can never find him, you know what I mean? You can't just go to the street expect him to be there, so you got to deal with that situation in that moment. So
that also brings to mind that you need to be kind of working more or less every day.
Yeah.
Protect your area.
Yeah, no, in the summer, you barely get, like, ask her, you know what I mean? I don't get days off. There's times where I'm going 3 weeks, 4 weeks straight, no days off, you know what I mean? Like, mate,
it's literally like raining.
yeah, I work because of the weather, you know what I mean? If it's sunny outside, I can't have an excuse not to go outside, you know what I mean? But if it's raining, there's your excuse to stay home, you know what I mean?
So the missus, you only have him on the rainy days.
Only on the rainy days.
Yeah.
At least you've got him.
But yeah, you don't get much social life, you know what I mean? I'm up because where we park the vans and where we go to, there's an hour away, you know what I mean? It's an hour distance. So yeah, you get to the van in the morning from picking up stock, you go to the vans, and then I'm leaving the house at 9, I'm getting home at 10, 11, you know what I mean?
That's long hours.
It's long hours, like, especially in like mid-July where the days are the longest, you know what I mean? Like, it gets dark later.
So it's not a job that you can do part-time?
No, impossible. You're either committed or not committed, you know what I mean? So
I noticed your name. Are you Italian descent?
No, Albanian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. My mum, the name's Italian, but I'm of Albanian descent, so.
Okay, so you're born here?
Yeah, I'm born here. Parents from Albania.
Yeah, okay, that's interesting.
But yeah, man, that's pretty much it.
So what does the future hold for you then?
A few more vans, employees.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the aim at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Have a few more.
Build up a
whole like little company. It's never gonna be massive. It's never, because there's a limit. You know what I mean? There's a certain amount of money you can make, but you have 2, 3, 4 vans. You're really like set. So
How much does a van cost?
They really vary. Like from 20,000 to the ones, you know, the ones in Hyde Park, Piccadilly, London Eye, all these ones, those are 100 grand vans, you know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, man, they're 100,000 pound vans, like, especially nowadays with like emissions and stuff. Most vans don't pass emissions, so you gotta get a newer van with
Electric.
solar, like they're run by solar panels, you know what I mean?
Oh, is it? So
Yeah.
you don't have to charge them?
No, you don't. Some got solar panels, some you can plug in.
That's interesting, because if they're running the vehicle on solar energy,
Yeah.
then that means all these cars should be able to run on solar energy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but those vans are particularly like stationary. They get the solar panels, you know what I mean? The vans that are pitches, as I said earlier, that are stationary, don't really move. They're the ones that you get with solar panels. So yeah, it's gotten really expensive nowadays to keep up with emissions, insurance, all these things. So it's getting a lot harder and harder every year, you know what I mean? As well as the cost of product. So yeah.
So if the van costs 20k, is that new?
No, I wouldn't.
So 100k is a new van.
100k is a new van. 100k plus is a new
How
van.
long would it take you to get your money back? How many years or? on average?
With this business is weird because
I love the way the missus is looking. Yeah, I'm listening.
Heard so much about ice cream.
yeah, with this business is weird. You know, there's certain guys that are earning a lot more than others. You know what I mean? Like you got people in Piccadilly, Hyde Park. All these guys are earning a lot of money compared, so they could make that money back in a year, less than a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's some. It really varies. You know what I mean? In terms of like how much you make. You know what I mean? Like I could make more than someone else, for example, but we're doing the same job. It's just that I got a better round, or I work longer hours than him. You know what I mean?
Or you know when to come out.
When to
Or
go there,
what street,
yeah.
What time to go, what down, what street.
Yeah, exactly. So it varies. Like 1 year you can make, like I could make 80,000. The next year I can make 40,000. You know what I mean? Like
So things like being at schools, outside schools.
yeah.
Can you do that? Does the council okay with that?
Yeah, council's okay with that. Sometimes schools are a bit more, especially like the private schools. Private schools are a lot stricter. It's whether they allow you. You know what I mean? And most of them don't.
But you're not coming on their premises. You're just on the street.
I mean, if the street's a public street, then yeah. If it's a like the council street, then yeah. But some streets are privately owned by the schools. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
a lot of times they don't let you through. So yeah, you're better off going to a public school like a normal primary school. Park.
You get more numbers there.
Yeah, there's a lot more numbers. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, ice cream can become expensive for people. You know what I mean? Buying your kid an ice cream every day, it's not cheap. You know, like for a lot of people, you know what I mean?
Yes, if you got 3 kids.
Yeah, exactly. You got.
£1.
Yeah, it's not £1 anymore. It's not £1 anymore.
What's the cheapest ice cream you do?
On my van, from next year, it's gonna be £2.50.
So £2.50 for 3 kids at £7.50.
Yeah, imagine you got 4. That's 10 quid a day, 50 quid a week. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's a lot of money. Some people can't afford that, and it's right. You know what I mean?
Or you just tell the kids you get ice cream when you get home.
Yeah, no, yeah. Like I don't. When the parents tell the kids, "Oh no, we can't get ice cream," I don't mind. Like I really, because I understand it's a treat. You know what I mean? It's not it shouldn't be an everyday thing, and understandable because it is hard. It's hard with 3 kids, 4 kids, and sometimes you know, like if the customers are regular, you give them free ice creams and that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, of course, you have to, man. You build like a good relationship with the customers. You see the same people every day. You know what I mean? It's never really new people. Because I'm not, like, with foot traffic, I'm going to the same streets every day, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you build a good relationship with the customers, you know, and then you give them ice creams when they say, oh, I haven't got any, that's fine, I give them to them, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's good. So the future holds, you said you're going to have a couple of vans.
A couple of vans.
Business.
Like, yeah.
You're going to be running it with your lovely lady.
Yeah, nah, she'll be doing her own thing, hopefully. Yeah, so she'll be doing her own thing, I'll be doing my thing, and
I
then...
mean, I do all your emails and stuff.
Yeah, she does.
Rubbish at the admin side of it. But he doesn't even give his own email. It's my email.
Yeah, so it's...
Well, at least you know you've got him for life. You know all the financial
Yeah, I'm involved.
situations.
Yeah, all the numbers, I deal with all of that at the end of the day. All the spreadsheets.
So it's
Well,
all...
that's good. What are you studying then, love?
I'm studying law.
Okay, so you'll know the legal parameters
Yeah,
in case.
she's my accountant.
Yeah, that's all good.
So yeah, that's the future really. A few more vans, do the electrician course, get that done so you have a bit of ground to stand on, you know what I mean?
And you can do the lectures for the 4 months, you know?
For the 4 months, yeah, exactly, that's the plan, you know what I mean? And you never know, that could also turn into something, you know, because at the end of the day, if I've got 4 vans, I've got an employee, like employees going out in the summer, so I could still do the
Well,
electrician thing through the summer because that's a good paying job at the end of the day, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So yeah, that's the plan.
That's good. And my last question to you, where it goes to both of you,
Yep.
is what's the impact you want to have on the world?
You answer that, Becky.
I think I need to think about
This
it.
is something for both of you.
What is the impact?
Impact. When you leave this planet, what would you want to be known for?
Providing for family. I don't really care about.
A good person.
Yeah.
Like, nice person. I don't want anyone to be thinking bad or have a bad word to say about me. I don't know. Nothing big or dramatic, to be fair.
I'm not really like big on that. I just want.
Good vibes. Good
Yeah.
vibes.
I just want people to like remember him. Like you can't say a bad word about him. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's it.
Well, and before I go, Becky,
Yeah.
where can people find you if they want to use your ice cream service? what area? What's the name of your ice cream van? This is the time to promote yourself. Are you on social media?
We're not really on social media this year.
I want to be on social media.
Yeah,
You
it's a
haven't got
big.
an Instagram handle?
No, not anything.
Okay, well,
Just really like old school. My dad. Not really Instagram or anything.
Okay.
Wish I could promote something.
maybe
but-
that's a job for Betty.
Yeah, exactly.
All right then. Well, thanks a lot for that, and we wish you well.
Thank you, my
you.
man.
We hope that episode enhanced your life. We post an interview every day as well as vlogging on our social media channel. Don't forget to subscribe to get our latest episode.